How's it going, everyone? It's Ethan here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at our Pewag all-square snow tire chains on our 2022 GMC Sierra. These are ladder style chains, which basically just means that the chains themselves go parallel across the tire. It's going to be great for starting and stopping, as well as traversing through extra icy and snowy conditions. Additionally, these square links have a lot of bite in them, so they again do a great job of getting into that ice and snow, as well as you can see the grooves on the links themselves, doing a good job of getting more surface area again and more bite. They're also made of a nickel manganese alloy, which is going to do a great job of keeping rust and corrosion away from the metal itself. Additionally, it's probably going to help them stay in usable condition for multiple seasons at a time. The chains do come two to a set, and this bag that they provide, it's not my favorite type of bag. These are heavier chains, and some of these points on the end do have a tendency to start ripping through. You can see a couple spots on here where they're already starting to poke a little bit. So if you do get these chains, we definitely recommend getting some sort of plastic tote, something to store them in that's going to keep the chains secure and keep the weather out. To start the install process, the first thing you're going to want to do is lay your chains out nice and flat. Make sure that there's nothing caught or twisted together. Additionally, you're going to want to make sure that these hooks at the end of your links are face down. This is the side that's going to be making contact with your tire. You don't want these pointy parts to make contact with the tire. And just try to keep the chains as centered as you can. That's going to make the install process a little bit easier. Now, to start that process, just go ahead and grab these right by the end here in the middle and drape them over the tires, spacing the chains out as evenly as you can. And then we'll go ahead and make our first connection in the back. I'm going to go for the third link. It seems like the link in our case, but we can always come back and adjust that later if we need to. Now we've made our connection in the back. Go ahead and make our connection in the front. Looks like the second link is going to work the best in our case. Just slide this hook through the link, and then you will lever it back the other way. Use this loose link to keep that secure. These chains don't have any sort of built-in self-tensioning, so we definitely recommend grabbing one of these rubber tensioners, because as you drive, things do tend to shift, and this will just help keep everything nice and tensioned as you're moving. Just go ahead and put these on in a star pattern, similar to how you would go ahead and take your tire off. And that'll do a great job of keeping our chains tensioned and secured. Once you have these tensioners in place, that's pretty much it for the install. Make sure you put them on your passenger side as well. Roll forward or backward a few times just to make sure that everything's in place. Then you're ready to hit the road. Overall, if you're looking for sort of a middle of the road on aggressiveness, these tire chains are going to do that for you. They're going to provide a lot of grip and traction in snowy and icy conditions, but they're going to be a little bit bumpier, and they're not going to provide as much cover as, say, a diamond style pattern chain. But overall, I think that they do a pretty good job, and they're a good fit on our 2022 GMC Sierra.